So friends, good morning, good afternoon and good evening. So we will be discussing the questions of the modern history. Question number one says, which of the following was a political demand of the moderates in Indian freedom struggle? See, the basic difference between the activity of moderates and extremists is very important for the examination because they are asked in preliminary and also in the mains. In the mains, questions are asked to critically analyze the activity of moderates and their contributions to the Indian freedom struggle. Preliminary perspective is important. So, contribution kon अछि, demand kon tala. Question exactly based on the same theme. The option number one, holding Indian civil service examination simultaneously in England and India. Okay, yes, that was the demand of the moderates. Spread of primary education among the masses. Yes, that is also the demand. Then in the beginning of 20th century, they demanded for the Swaraj within the British Empire, similar to self-governing colonies in Canada and Australia. Yes, that is also the demand. See, what is the basic difference between activity of moderates and extremists is that moderates wanted that Swaraj to be achieved within the British Empire, okay, but extremists wanted a complete independence. Okay, that's the basic difference between approach of moderates and extremists. And also moderate wanted that we should spread education so that people will come to know about the policies and the various policies of the British. Okay, so that is the demand of the moderates, and other demands are also there. Let me summarize it for you. Demand number one, that they wanted wider employment of Indians in the higher grades. Okay, employment demand thila. Next, military expenditure कमेया पे ସେମାନେ demand करथले, decrease the military expenditure. Okay, number 3, separation of judiciary from executive. Okay, judiciary from executive. Then they also demanded decrease restriction on freedom of speech. Okay, decrease or removal of restriction on the freedom of speech. Okay, abolition of arms act abolish କରିବା ପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ demand କରିଥିଲେ. So all these were demand of the moderates. Okay, so answer will be all of the above. Answer D. Which of the following method were adopted by moderates during their freedom struggle? Constitutional agitation, yes. Direct challenge to British rule, no, they did not pose any, they did not give direct challenge to British rule. Boycott of the foreign cloth, no, they did not attempted any violent means. Prayer and petition, yes. Okay, you know the 3P: prayer, petition and protest. The 3P were the methods of the moderates. Then second is constitutional agitation. Okay, constitutional agitation. Then persuasion to British, persuasion of the demands to the British. Okay, these are mainly moderate, the demand of the moderate. Okay, and what is the demand of the extremist? Extremist manako demand kemti method thila semanakara, they wanted Swaraj but complete Swaraj from British rule. Okay, Swaraj, Swadeshi. Then they is option ta achi, this is also there. Boycott of foreign goods, that is the methods of the that is the method of the extremist. Okay, boycott. Okay, so answer will be A. India Wins Freedom is the autobiography of Abul Kalam Azad. Factual question. Okay, Abul Kalam Azad is the youngest president of Indian National Congress. Youngest president 1923 re. Second, he is also the longest serving president, 1940 to 1946. Okay, then India Wins Freedom also is the autobiography of Abul Kalam Azad. Okay, who among the following gave the economic critique of British imperialism? Okay, yes, also Maulana Abul Kalam Azad is the first education minister of independent India, and his birthday is celebrated as National Education Day. And also in 1992 he was given Bharat Ratna. Okay, posthumously. Okay, next, who among the following give the economic critique of British imperialism? Okay, R.C. Dutt. R.C. Dutt is the retired Indian civil service officer. Published the book known as Economic History of India. Economic History of India. Okay, he was the prominent leader who put forwarded the theory of economic critique of British imperialism. Okay, okay. Next, which of the following were the important contributions of early nationalists in the Indian national movement? Early nationalist, early nationalist manakara kon contribution thila. Okay, to provide leadership to the movement on early stage. Yes, kahinki na setebale leader kehi nothile, so तांकर primary responsibility थिला कि to provide the leadership, to encourage the masses to participate in the national movement. सेतेबेले mass movement generally it was not there. Okay, mass movement was not there because जो माने early nationalists थिले they did not believe. Okay, they did not believe in the capacity of the masses. mass मानर capacity पर सेमानक विश्वास नथिला. They did not believe in the capacity of masses. Okay, so this is wrong. To provide economic criticism of the colonial government, yes, that was their biggest one of the biggest contribution. To create public interest in political questions and organization of public opinion. Yes, they were organizing or modulating public opinion regarding the impact of the British rule. Yes, 1, 3 and 4 will be the answer. Okay, this is a very important point. You should remember that early nationalists had no faith in the masses. सेमानकर mass ऊपर किसी faith नथिला. सेमाने जान नथिले, से भाबुतले कि mass जितल पर्यंत educated लोक माने हेबेनी से पर्यंत सेमाने effectively contribute करि परिबेनी freedom struggle को. ओके, आउ तापर केतरा पॉइंट रहि गला. हां, दादा भाई नरोजी, you all know दादा भाई नरोजी is otherwise known as grand old man of India. Grand old man of India. Okay, he wrote a book known as Poverty on British Rule. Okay, also Drain of Wealth Theory. Drain of Wealth Theory. Okay, Din Savacha, he was a founding member of the Indian National Congress. Founding member of INC. Okay, okay. We'll move to the next question. The process of split in the Congress in the early years of the 20th century began over strategy of the Congress movement, objectives of the Congress movement, participation of people in the Congress movement. Okay, yes. See, strategies केमती split कहीं केला, strategy में केमती split हला देखिवा. स्ट्राटेजीज माने मु कहली मॉडरेट और एक्सट्रीमिस्ट सेमानक स्ट्राटेजी अलग थला. मॉडरेट्स भाबुतले हमें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एजिटेशन करबा, एक्सट्रीमिस्ट भाबुतले हमें रेजिस्टेंस करबा. ऑब्जेक्टिव माने हमर ऑब्जेक्टिव कोन थला. मॉडरेट्स मानकर ऑब्जेक्टिव थिला स्वराज विद इन ब्रिटिश रूल, बट एक्सट्रीमिस्ट मानकर ऑब्जेक्टिव थिला कंप्लीट इंडिपेंडेंस. पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ पीपल इन द कांग्रेस मूवमेंट, यस, काहे कि ना मॉडरेट्स माने अर्ली नेशनलिस्ट माने भाबुतले जे people participation हेई परिबनी until unless they become educated. Okay, so then last माने nationalist माने भाबिले, extremist माने जे people participation should be there. Okay, and you so answer will be all of the above. And extra thing that you should know the name of the leaders of the moderates and extremists. Extremist leader को मानथिले, moderate leader को मानथिले. So ultimately एतिक जिनस हल्ला परे the split was there. The split was there in 1907, that is known as Surat split. Okay, that is also one important MCQ. And let us remember some name of the extremist. Okay, extremist मानकर केते ना बाल गंगाधर तिलक. Okay, then Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay, Bipin Chandra Pal. Okay, then moderate leader you all know Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Okay, then Surendranath Banerjee. Okay, okay. Next question: who called Bal Gangadhar Tilak the father of Indian unrest? Okay, Valentine Kirol called the called Bal Gangadhar Tilak, the father of Indian unrest. He was a you can say prominent journalist. British journalist. Okay, okay. Few things about Bal Gangadhar Tilak. You know, the Bal Gangadhar Tilak was a proponent of, was extremist leader, proponent of complete independence. Okay, proponent of complete independence. Then he joined INC around 1890. He founded Deccan Educational Society. Okay, Deccan Educational Society. Then also he published newspapers like Kesari and Maratha. You all know. Okay, Kesari and Maratha. Okay. Also he written some books like Gita Rahasya. Okay. Next question. Who said the Congress is tottering to its fall, and one of my greatest ambition while in India is to assist it to peaceful demise? Okay. Very great statement and arrogant statement by Lord Curzon. Okay. Lord Curzon बहुत किसी important, you can say, decisions. He has taken few important decisions to promote or to silence the freedom movement, and few of his decisions are appointment of you can say a few of his important decisions are Universities Commission, appointment of Universities Commission in 1902. Okay, and then you can say the most prominent thing during his tenure was the partition of Bengal in 1905. It is called that the partition of Bengal was the result of the reactionary policies of Lord Curzon. Okay. Lord Dauphin was the viceroy during you can say establishment of Indian National Congress. Okay. Lord Minto, Morley Minto reform, you all know, 1909. Then during his tenure, he was there in from 1905 to 1910. During his tenure, Muslim League was established. Surat split was there. Okay, and very important thing, the Morley Minto reform provided separate electorate to Muslims. Next question: who was the following first woman president of Indian National Congress? Ani Besant was the first woman president of Indian National Congress. Sarojini Naidu was the first female Indian female president of Indian National Congress. Okay, in 1925 Sarojini Naidu became the president. 1925 रहे. Okay, and then we should discuss some contributions of Ani Besant. Ani Besant became the president of National Congress in 1917. Then he established Home Rule League in 1916. Home Rule League, Besant's Home Rule League, founded Hindu college in 1898. He founded Hindu college in Banarasi. Okay, and the newspaper published by Ani Besant was New India and also the Commonwealth. Okay, New India and the Commonwealth. Which are the next question? Which of the following who was Aruna Asif Ali? You know Aruna Asif Ali. Aruna Asif Ali is also known as Grand Old Lady of Indian National Movement. Grand Old Lady of Indian National Movement. Okay, participated in Quit India movement. Okay, he first time Indian tricolor. She hosted Indian tricolor in Gwalior Tank Maidan when all leaders were arrested as a preemptive measure for Quit India movement. Quit India movement पूर्वरु almost all leaders were arrested. सो से अरुणा आसिफली कौन करथिले he hosted the tricolor at the Goalia tank Maidan. Okay, okay. Then next question, which of the following was not a demand made by the Congress moderates मान demand कौन नथिला. Okay, universal adult franchise, yes. Repeal of AMS Act, higher jobs for Indian Army, yes. Extension of permanent settlement, no, this was not the demand. Okay, okay, answer will be C. In which year radical and moderates were divided? I have already discussed 1907, known as Surat split during Lord Curzon. Okay, the Swadeshi Andolan started in the year. Okay, so Surat split kahin ki hela? See, Surat split 8 में हैला डिस्कस कर दो ठीक है. Surat split very important event. Surat split. There are differences between differences on two aspect. दीटा aspect रे difference थिला. कौन कौन थिला? गोटे aspect थिला कि demand for resolution of Swaraj, गोटे Swaraj रो resolution पाई differences थिला. आ गोटे arrest of लाला लाजपत राय. Okay, arrest of लाला लाजपत राय. इधर issue पर थिला differences. These two sorry, I would say the president. Okay, not arrest, the president Lala Lajpat Rai to be the president of the session. Okay, so these two demands were not acceptable to the moderates. Okay, moderates acceptable नथिला. Okay, moderates कहले जे रास बिहारी घोष will be the president. Okay, तो ये difference में सूरत split हेतला. ठीक अछि. Okay, the Swadeshi Andolan was started in the year. Swadeshi movement started from the partition of the Bengal. Okay, the partition of Bengal happened in 1905. Okay, 1905 partition of Bengal. So this movement started. So it will be C. So कौन कौन हितला स्वदेशी मूवमेंट रे? स्वदेशी the promotion of Swadeshi, the you can say the boycott of British product, promotion of national education, self reliance or Atma Shakti. Okay, in Swadeshi movement the students and women also participated. Okay, students and women also participated. 13. Which of the following defines extremist ideology during the early phase of Indian freedom movement? Stimulating the production of indigenous article by giving them preference over imported commodity? No. Obtaining self-government by aggressive means in place of petition and constitutional ways were moderate Vanguard principle, but aggressive means was the principle of extremist. Okay, okay. Next, which one of the following pair is not correctly matched? Partition of Bengal 1905, yes. Foundation of Muslim League in 1906, yes. Surat Split 1907. Transfer of India's capital from Calcutta to Delhi, it was in 1911. It was in 1911. The Governor General was Lord Hardinge too. Okay. 15. Samaji Krishna Burma is associated with. Samaji Krishna Burma established Indian Home Rule Society. He established it in London. Factual question in 1905. 1905 he established it. Okay, okay. Samaji Krishna Burma was a Indian socialist. Indian socialist. Okay, okay. Next question. Who was the first propounder of doctrine of passive resistance? Doctrine of passive resistance, it was propounded by Arvind Ghosh. Arvind Ghosh was extremist leader. Okay. He written articles in Indian Daily called as Vande Mataram. Okay, okay. Then 17. Father of extremist movement in India is Bal Gangadhar, none other than Bal Gangadhar Tilak. What was the immediate cause for launch of the Swadeshi movement? It is none other than partition of Bengal by Lord Curzon. We have already discussed. Okay. So see, we will discuss the other options. A sentence of 18 months of rigorous imprisonment imposed on Lokmanya Tilak. It was in 1897. Okay. Partition of Bengal in 1905, but it haitala 1897 rahitala. The arrest and deportation of Lala Rajpat Rai and Ajit Singh, the passing of Punjab colonization bill, that was in 1907. Death sentence pronounced on the Chapkar brothers, it was in 1898. Okay, answer will be A. Which of the following was the chief of reconciliation between extremists and the moderates? Okay. So Surat split ended in Lucknow, where there was a reconciliation between you can say moderates and extremists, and the architect of this reconciliation was Ani Besant. Okay, Ani Besant was the architect of reconciliation between जो माने moderate और extremist माने आसिकी मिसिले सेमान भितर जो differences थिला सेटा को Ani Besant tried her best to reconcile them. Okay, she was the first female president of Indian National Congress and founded Home Rule League. Okay, you all know. Next, Mahatma Gandhi presided over only one session of the Indian National Congress, that was held in Belgaum. Okay. In which of the following sessions of Indian National Congress Bal Gangadhar Tilak has expressed Swaraj in my birthright and I shall have it? In Banaras session in 1905. Okay, answer will be A. Okay. Calcutta session in 1906. Okay, Calcutta session in 1906, presidency of Dada Bhai Naroji. The various resolutions were adopted. Swaraj resolution was adopted. Boycott resolution was adopted. Okay, Swadeshi resolution was adopted. Then national education. Okay, these are the resolutions were adopted. Okay. Surat session in 1907, you know, there was split, and Lucknow session 1916 there was a reunion. Okay. On which occasion was Jana Gana Mana was first sung? Jana Gana Mana was first sung in 1911 session of the Indian National Congress. Okay, Calcutta session of the Indian National Congress, Jana Gana Mana. And Jana Gana Mana was officially adopted by a Constituent Assembly as the Indian National Anthem in 24th January 1950. Okay, and Jana Gana Mana was the original poem was written by Guru Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, and it was translated into Hindi by Abid Ali. Next question. Consider the following statement. The first woman president of Indian National Congress was Sarojini Naidu. Indian National Congress, first Indian woman president. Okay, this is not correct. In first woman president Ani Besant. First Muslim president of Indian National Congress was Badruddin Tabji. Yes. Okay. As first Muslim president was Badruddin Tabji, but first woman president was Ani Besant. Okay. First Indian woman president was Sarojini Naidu. B. Consider the following statement. He was seriously injured by police lathi charge in Lahore during a demonstrations against Simon Commission, for which he subsequently died in November 1928. K. Lala Rajpat Rai. Okay. Later on the British officer who was responsible for the lathi charge was shot dead by Bhagat Singh and Rajguru. He was none other than Lala Rajpat Rai. Okay. Next. Given below is the list of the organizations. Select the those engaged in revolutionary activities using the code given below the list. Okay. See, Abhinav Bharat Yes. Abhinav Bharat was organized by V.D. Savarkar. Okay, Abhinav Bharat was organized by V.D. Savarkar. Then in 1904, Anushilan Samiti. Anushilan Samiti was a revolutionary organization launched by Jatindranath Banerjee, Paramnath Mishra in 1902. Jatindranath Banerjee, Birendra Kumar Ghosh, uh, then new nationalist party. It was a um, political party. A political party founded by former members of the British National Party. This is not related to revolutionary activity. Then Indian Patriot Association. Indian Patriot Association was formed by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan in 1888. Okay, so uh, this was founded by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. So answer will be Abhinav Bharat and Anushilan Samiti. Okay. Next, two Home Rule League started in 1915-16 under the leadership of simple question Tilak and Ani Besant. Okay, the Home Rule League by Tilak was restricted to Maharashtra, and by Besant was rest of India. Okay, okay. So next, with reference to the Indian freedom struggle, which of the following is the correct chronological order of the given events? Okay, see, partition of Bengal you all know 1905, Surat split 1907, Lucknow Pact 1916. Okay, so next answer will be A. The Silk Letter Conspiracy was organized by the Silk Movement. Silk Letter Conspiracy, Silk Movement was organized by Deoband leaders. Okay, Deoband leaders, and they aimed at freeing India from the British rule by allying with Ottoman Empire of Turkey, imperial um, empire of imperial rulers of Germany and Afghanistan. Okay, they wanted to free India by aligning with Ottomans of Turkey and imperial rulers of Germany and Afghanistan. Okay, so these were two leaders of the Deoband movement. The two Deoband leaders that were prominent figures during the Silk movement. Okay, okay. When was the Muslim League was established in 1906 during just before the Surat split. Okay, 1907 Surat split. Just before the Surat split, the Muslim League was formed. Okay, it was formed by the leadership under Aga Khan and Nawab of Dhaka. Okay, okay. And then with reference to colonial rule in India, consider the following statement. Morley meant to reform in 1909. Transfer of capital from Calcutta to Delhi 1911. First World War 1914. Lucknow Pact 1916. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which of the following was the leader of Gadar party? It was Lala Hardayal. None other than Lala Hardayal. Okay, Gadar party was founded by Lala Hardayal and Sohan Singh Bhakna. Okay, Sohan Singh, Lala Hardayal, they founded the Gadar party. Then he went outside and he tried to spread his ideas through a newspaper called as Bonde Matram. Then Bal Gangadhar Tilak we have discussed, V.D. Savarkar we have discussed. Okay, then answer will be B. A provisional government of India with Raja Mahendra Pratap and its president was established during First World War in it was established in Afghanistan. Exactly to be said, it is in Kabul. Kabul. Okay, Kabul. In 1915, okay, in 1915, a provisional government during First World War, a provisional government was established um, with provisional government established under the leadership of Raja Mahendra Pratap. Okay, he was the president, and Maulana Barkatullah was the prime minister. Okay, who regarded as the mother of Indian Revolution. Bikaji Kama, Madam Bikaji Kama is considered as the mother of Indian freedom struggle. Okay, uh, she was called to host the flag over the parliament in Germany. Then Sarojini Naidu, you know, Ani Besant, you know, and Pandita Ramabai Saraswati was a women right activist. Women right activist. Okay. Okay. He was the she was the first woman to be awarded the title of Pandita. Okay, as Sanskrit scholar. Okay. Next, which session of INC passed the famous four resolutions: Swaraj, Swadeshi, boycott, and national education? We have already discussed Calcutta session. Okay. Okay. Next, who was elected for the president of All India Kisan Sabha at Lucknow in 1936? Swami Sahajananda Saraswati was elected as the first president of All India Kisan Sabha. N.G. Ranga was the founding president of Swatantra Party. Swatantra Party. Okay. E.M.S. Nambudripad, he was one of the communist leader. Mahatma Gandhi gave the title of Sardar to the Vallabhbhai Patel for his great organizational skill in the 1928 Bardoli Satyagraha. Okay. Okay. The so Kheda Satyagraha was in 1918. Okay, 1918, where the farmers the crop failed, and the farmer insisted that they will not give the revenue, but government said that the government forced them to pay the revenue. That was Kheda Satyagraha. See, then Salt Satyagraha was during civil disobedience movement 1930. Individual Satyagraha started in 1940 by Mahatma Gandhi. He was the first initiated the individual Satyagraha, Mahatma Gandhi, but the first individual Satyagrahi was Acharya Vinoba Bhave. Okay. Then the second individual Satyagrahi was Jawaharlal Nehru. Then third individual Satyagrahi was Brahmadatta. Okay. Who was the first president of All India Trade Union Congress? Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay. All India Trade Union Congress was established in 1920, and the first president was Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay. Next, which of the following founded Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association? It was established by none other than Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, along with in 1918, Mahatma Gandhi plus Anusuya Sarabhai plus Shankar Keral plus his exact name is Shankar Lal. Okay, he founded the Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association. Okay, you remember just Mahatma Gandhi. if you can remember this, okay. Third name is I think not required, okay. So founded by Mahatma Gandhi, okay. Then next question, whom the following organized All India Scheduled Caste Federation? None other than B.R. Ambedkar, okay. Then it was what was the objective कौन थिला objective थिला कि to fight for the rights of the weaker section of the society, and after independence it came to be known as Labour Party of India, Labour Party of India, okay. Okay, in 1920 which of the following changed in its name to Swarajya Sabha? 1920. In 1920, the All India Home Rule League changed its name to Swarajya Sabha. Tilak started Home Rule League in Maharashtra, you know, 1916 April. Ani Besant started Home Rule League in September 1916, okay, and it changed its name to Swarajya Sabha in 1920, okay. Hindu Mahasabha was established in 1915 to protect the right of the Hindu community. Then it was previously known as Sarva Deshak Sabha, okay. It was previously known as Sarva Deshak Sabha, okay. Okay, then South India Liberal, the Servants India Society, important. Servant India Society was established by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Okay. Okay. Next, the South India Liberal Federation. South India Liberal Federation, otherwise known as Justice Party. Justice Party, established in 1916 by C. Mudailar. Okay. In which session the Congress decided its policy towards Indian states for the first time? It was in Nagpur session. In Nagpur session in 1920, it called upon the princes, the prince, to grant full responsible government in their state. They call out the prince of the princely states, rulers of the princely state, to provide responsible government in their states. In Calcutta session, 1920, Gandhiji convinced the leaders to start non-cooperation movement. You all know. Then Khilafat and non-cooperation movement. Okay. Goya session in 1922, the chairman was Chittaranjan Das Desabandhu. Lucknow session 1916, you all know, it was a union between moderates and extremists. Okay. The second Lucknow session was there in 1936. After 20 years, it was chaired by Jawaharlal Nehru. And 1916 Lucknow session, it was chaired by Ambika Charan Majumdar. Ambika Charan Majumdar. Okay. Okay. Next, the Rowlatt Act was passed by government under you should know that it was under Montagu-Chelmsford reform 1919. Okay, Montagu-Chelmsford reform. एथरा कौन होजी? Government, this act authorized the government to imprison anybody, any suspected person without trial and conviction in the court of law. किसी ट्रायल कन्विक्शन दरकार नहीं, डायरेक्टली जेल रे बंद कर दिया जो एनीबॉडी. ओके. बी, द फर्स्ट वेंचर ऑफ गांधी इन ऑल इंडिया पॉलिटिक्स, इट वाज रावलाट सत्याग्रह. बट ठीक अच्छे, रावलाट सत्याग्रह द फर्स्ट वेंचर ऑफ गांधी इन ऑल इंडिया पॉलिटिक्स. ओके. सो रावलाट अगेंस्ट गांधी फास्ट ऑल इंडिया वेंचर कले. से कौन कले? he organized something called as Satyagraha Sabha. Satyagraha Sabha. Okay. 44. The Mopla Rebellion, or otherwise known as Malabar Rebellion. Malabar Rebellion. Okay. The Mopla Rebellion, or otherwise known as Malabar Rebellion, was an armed revolt against the Mapila workers. Okay. In August 19, it was in 1921. What happened? In August 1920, Mahatma Gandhi also visited. Mahatma Gandhi, Shaukat Ali, and other leaders of the Khilafat movement, they visited Kerala to spread the message of the non-cooperation movement and non-cooperation and Khilafat movement among the residents of the Malabar. Okay. Then there was a Khilafat committee formed. Okay, and they supported the movement. Okay, so you should know that Malabar Rebellion was an offshoot of the Khilafat movement. Okay, Khilafat movement ro hi origin heichi, and in Malabar Rebellion Gandhiji also participated. There was a question also previously asked. Okay, 45. The famous person of India who returned knighthood after confronted by British government as a token of protest against the atrocity of Punjab, none other than Rabindranath Tagore. Okay. Why did people gathered to demonstrate at the Jallianwala Bagh? People gathered to protest against the arrest of Kichlu and Satyapal. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, and on the day of Baisakhi day, the objective thila ki protest against the arrest, not for the Baisakhi prayers. Okay, okay. The Hunter Commission was appointed after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. The Hunter Commission was to examine why the Jallianwala Bagh happened. Kahin ki hella. Okay. Next question. Which of the following was the main objective of the Khilafat movement? The Khilafat movement to rose anti-British feeling among the Muslims of India. To reform the Muslim society, no. To demand separate electorate Khilafat, no. Okay. To save Ottoman Empire and preserve Khilafat, yes. So 1 and 4 is the answer. Okay, this is the main objective. Ottoman, they are sympathetic with the Ottoman Empire of Turkey. Okay, okay. 49. Who was elected as the president of All India Khilafat Conference in 1919? Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was elected as the president of Indian Khilafat Conference in 1919. Okay, okay. Khilafat committee was formed in Bombay in 1919. In 1919 also, Khilafat committee was formed. Okay, okay. Next, 50. Which among the following had moved the non-cooperation resolution in the Nagpur session of the Indian National Congress? Deshabandhu Chittaranjan Das. Answer. Okay. In Nagpur session रे जो कौन हेल्ला the resolution रे they decided to have attainment of Swaraj in a peaceful and legitimate means. Okay, and they committed for an extra constitutional mass struggle. The mass struggle करने पे they committed themselves. Okay. Why did Gandhiji give the slogan Swaraj in a year? Okay. When Gandhiji gave the slogan? During launch of non-cooperation movement with the objective of self-government. Okay. With the objective of self-government and obtaining full independence. Okay. Self-government and full independence. Okay. Okay. Which of the following pair is not correctly matched? It is during non-cooperation movement. Which of the following pair is not currently matched? C. 1885 Foundation of Indian National Congress, yes. 1905 we have already discussed. 1990 Parliamentary Reform. 1919 Montagu Chestnut Reform. 1930 anti civil disobedience movement, not non-cooperation movement. Okay, it was CDM, civil disobedience movement. Answer will be D. Indicate the true sequence of event concerning the postponement of non-cooperation movement. See, police firing है तापर पुलिस स्टेशन लोक जलाई देले तापर गांधीजी दुखित होगी पोस्टपोन करदेले तापर गांधीजी अरेस्ट हेले ए ओके चोरी चोरा इंसिडेंट केबे हला चोरी चोरा इंसिडेंट हला 4th Feb 1922 4th February 1922 एबे 100 वर्ष गला चोरी चोरा इंसिडेंट रो ठीक अछि कोठी हितला चोरी चोरा जगटा लोकेटेड कोठी इट वाज लोकेटेड इन गोरखपुर गोरखपुर कोड अछि गोरखपुर इन आंध्र प्रदेश ओके सॉरी यूपी उत्तर प्रदेश गोरखपुर इज आल्सो infamous for जापानीज एनसेफेलाइटिस जापानीज एनसेफेलाइटिस सेठी बहुत हुए ठीक अछि जापानीज एनसेफेलाइटिस ओके चोरी चोरा इंसिडेंट took place 5th February in 1922 4th 5th okay ठीक है Swaraj Party remember that it was on 4th February 1922 okay so chora chora incident takes place on 5th February this not this was on 5th February actually this 5th February answer will be A okay 5th recently there is 100 years of the chori chora incident okay 100 years of the chori chora incident okay ठीक अछि next 55 Swaraj Party was formed after failure of the non cooperation movement okay non cooperation movement okay the Swaraj Party it was formed by Motilal Nehru Jawaharlal Nehru and Chittaranjan Das okay it was formed in Swaraj Party was formed in 1922 okay Motilal Nehru 22-23 had a formation itla by Motilal Nehru Jawaharlal Nehru and Chittaranjan Das remember this okay when as the resolution of Purna Swaraj was passed by Indian National Congress it was 26th January in 1930 in Lahore session very important Lahore session okay okay तो सेडी आउ कितना important event you have to remember that Jawaharlal Nehru raised the Indian national flag and hosted the flag in the banks of the river Ravi in Lahore in Pakistan in December 31 1929 that question पड़े next Congress requested the people of India to celebrate January 26 as the Independence Day okay the Purna Swaraj resolution निया इतला से दिन ठीक अच्छी okay who first used the word Swaraj okay first it was used by Dadabhai Naoroji in the Calcutta session of the Indian National Congress okay then Swaraj Party was formed by already I discuss koriche by Chittaranjan Das and Motilal Nehru the famous slogan Swaraj should be common for people not only for the classes it was given by Chittaranjan Das remember this factual question okay the national leader who was elected president of the Central Legislative Assembly in 1925 it was Vittal Bhai Patel not Vallabhbhai Patel he was the elder brother of Vallabhbhai Patel elder brother of Vallabhbhai Patel okay next who is the following is known as Desabandhu Chittaranjan Das for important contribution Desabandhu then he founded the Swaraj Party you all know okay also was involved in the Swaraj Party also had involved in the works of Anushilan Samiti okay Simon Commission was boycotted common question it was because there was no Indian members simple question Simon Commission appointed in 1927 and to review the progress of the, you can say, Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. Okay, the Simon Commission को otherwise तार ना कौन थिला? It was also known as Indian Statutory Commission. Indian Statutory Commission. Okay, okay. Montagu-Chelmsford reform रो review करे पे कराई थिला, ठीक है? 19 the Simon Commission protest रे Lala Lajpat Rai was severely beaten with lathi charge and then he died on October 30, 1929. Then Nehru report, it was passed by the prepared by Motilal Nehru. Okay, the report was submitted in 1928. Nehru report. Okay, and you can say Nehru report was the first. It was the first major attempt. Okay, it was the first major attempt by Indians to draft a constitution. Okay, which in the following not recommendation of the Nehru report? Dominion status, yes. Separate electorate, no. Separate electorate was not given by Nehru report. Also, it although it provided for the reservation of minority seats, but there was no separate electorate clause. Okay, okay. Unitary and democratic center, adult suffrage, yes. Answer will be B. During Indian freedom struggle, who among the following proposed that Swaraj should be defined as a complete independence free from all foreign control? Maulana Hasrat Mohani. Maulana Hasrat Mohani, he proposed in 1921 that Swaraj should be defined as complete independence and free from foreign control while he was presiding over the session of All India Muslim League in Lucknow. Okay, okay. 66. The Indian National Congress, which of the following was not included in the resolution of Lahore session of the Indian National Congress? Lahore session, very very important, 1929. Okay, Lahore session, Purna Swaraj resolution, you all know. Declaration of Indian foreign policy, declaration of complete independence, preparing launch of civil disobedience movement, abolition of untouchability. No, abolition of untouchability was not there. Okay, okay. When the Indian mass movement began with the famous, which Indian mass movement began with the famous Dandi March? You all know, civil disobedience movement. Okay, a large scale movement, but Muslims did not participate. The basic difference between NCM and CDM is that Muslims participated in NCM but did not participate in CDM. Okay, okay. Civil disobedience movement, non-cooperation movement, consider the following statements. Okay, see, I have discussed that civil disobedience movement has objective of Purna Swaraj, while non-cooperation movement has the objective of Swaraj. Okay, yes. Muslim participation relatively less during non-cooperation movement compared to no. This is opposite. Okay, civil disobedience movement ro target thila Purna Swaraj, non-cooperation movement ro objective of Swaraj. Yes. Next, which of the following was the woman known for persuading Gandhiji for the participation of women in the Satyagraha movement? Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay. Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay, she was a woman activist, and she persuaded Gandhiji to allow participation of women in Satyagraha. Okay, salt Satyagraha. Salt Satyagraha. Question number 70. Which of the following organized a march on the Tanjore coast to break the salt law in April 1930? It was none other than C. Rajagopalachari. Okay, and C. Rajagopalachari was the first and last Indian Governor General of India. Okay, he also awarded Bharat Ratna. 71. The statement "I want world sympathy in this battle of right against might" is associated with Gandhi's Dandi March. Factual question. What are the main program of Khudai Khidmatgar group or red t-shirt group founded by Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan in support of civil disobedience movement? The main objective was to help the Congress. Okay, they wanted to propagate the program of the Congress. Paramilitary organization to build Korea, nine. Offer resistance, military operation, no. Carry out revolutionary, no. Only supportive activity. Okay. Okay. Question पड़ेगा कि who is the first non-Indian to receive Bharat Ratna? It was Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He was given it in 1987. Okay, Bharat Ratna. Yes. Arrange the following events in the chronological order and select the correct answers. See, Pune Pact. Pune Pact in 1932. Okay. It happened in the background of communal award. In August 1932 रे हितला communal award. तापर हिला Pune Pact. Okay. In which it provided a separate electorate for depressed class. Depressed class मानक ପାଇଁ separate electorate provide कराइतला. Gandhi Urine Pact. Gandhi Urine Pact was signed in 1931. Okay. Cripps Mission in 1942. Civil disobedience movement, you know, 1930. Okay, you can arrange. Answer will be C. Who played the role of mediator in Gandhi Urine Pact? Tej Bahadur Sapru. Okay, Tej Bahadur Sapru was the lawyer and he was the mediator. Okay, he also acted mediator to end the Pune Pact agreement, Gandhi Ambedkar Pact. Okay, Pune Pact रे भी शीतले. Okay, between Gandhi and Ambedkar and British government. 75. Concerning the civil disobedience movement, mark the correct statement. Gandhiji led a march from Sabarmati to coastal town of Dandi to defy the British policy. Yes. No tax campaign, non-payment of chowkidari tax, defiance of forest law. Yes. Become an integral part of civil disobedience movement. Very good. He agreed to call up Satyagraha in exchange for an equal negotiating role at the London. Yes. Okay. Then next question. Which of the following are correct with respect to communal award? It gave minority status to depressed class. Yes. Congress rejected the communal award. No. So answer will be A. Okay. Congress opposed to separate electorate, but was not in favor of changing the communal award. So although Congress opposed to separate electorate, but communal award को change କରିବା favor रे नथिला. ठीक अछि? Okay. Which of the following were outcome of Gandhi Urine Pact? Gandhi, few points about communal award. Communal award was established by Ramsay MacDonald in August 1932. Okay, and first it was a divide and rule policy of British. Second, it declared policy of depressed classes to be minorities. Okay, minority मानक ପାଇଁ कौन policy होबो? That was decided and it was a separate electorate. Okay, Congress opposed करितला separate electorate को, but it was not in the favor of changing the communal award. Communal award को change କରିବା favor रे नथिला. ठीक अछि? Okay. Which of the following are the outcome of Gandhi Urine Pact? Return of confiscated properties not yet sold. Yes. Immediate release of all political prisoners. Okay. Public inquiry into police express, it was not accepted. Only 1 and 2. Okay. Former name of Harijan Sevak Sangh. The Harijan Sevak Sangh, the former name was All India Anti-Untouchability League. Okay. Okay. Then Congress Socialist Party was organized in 1934. Congress Socialist Party was a left-wing organization in the Congress. Left-wing organization in the Congress. Okay. It was founded by Acharya Narendra Dev as president. President was Acharya Narendra Dev and Jai Prakash Narayan as the secretary. With the rise of this party, it was objective to increase the left influence in the Congress. Okay. Acharya Narendra Dev was president and Jai Prakash Narayan was the secretary. The objective of Butler Committee in 1927. Okay, it was Indian States. It is otherwise known as Indian States Committee. Their objective थिला कौन? To improve the relationship between government of India and Indian states. माने British government और Indian states मानक भीतर जो relationship सेटा को improve करिया पई हमर हेतिला Butler Commission. Okay. Okay. So answer will be D. The idea of separate nation for Muslims was given by Sir Muhammad Iqbal. Okay. Factual question. Then the individual satyagraha, Binoba Bhave was chosen as the first satyagrahi. Who was the second? I already discussed. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the second. Which one of the following is not true about Cripps mission? Cripps mission was appointed in 1942. Okay, led by Stafford Cripps. Okay, kahinki Cripps mission kahinki hitala? Kahinki na to seek Indian support for the World War II. World War II ପାଇଁ Indian support गेन करने ପାଇଁ क्रिप्स मिशन पठाइला. ऑब्जेक्टिव कौन था? इंडिया को डोमिनियन स्टेटस दिया जिवो. ओके, डोमिनियन स्टेटस दिया जिवो एंड आफ्टर एंड ऑफ वार ए कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली विल बी कन्वेंट. ओके, द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ न्यू एग्जीक्यूटिव not true. Dominion status at the end of war, yes. Accept of the constituent assembly at the end of the war, yes. Any province could remain outside the union, yes. Formation of new executive council, equal representation both Hindu Muslim, no, it was not the offer. Okay. When did the Congress working committee meet to pass the Quit India resolution? It was Wardha, 14 July 1942, Wardha. Okay. Who reviewed Cripps proposal as a post-dated check upon the crashing bank? Okay, it was Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, the Cripps proposal, viewed the Cripps proposal as a post-dated check. Okay, Cripps mission, and Cripps mission ultimately failed. Okay. Quit India movement was the reaction of failure of Cripps mission. You all know. Okay. The disappointment of Congress with the Cripps mission, yes. The threat of Japanese attack on India. Then to provoke countrymen to adopt violent means by Gandhi's article, no. Due to passing of the proposal of August 1942 by All India National Congress, yes. एटी कौन है और 1942 कांग्रेस पास कला क्विट इंडिया रिजोल्यूशन. Okay. Answer will be 1, 2 and 4. Cabinet mission 1946 comprised of 3 cabinet ministers, among which following is not a member. Pethick Lawrence, A.B. Alexander, Stafford Cripps was member, Lord Emery was not a member. Okay. And primary objective cabinet mission कौन था? Primary objective was to transfer the power from British to India. Okay. Objective plan. 88. Who was the following not true about cabinet mission plan? Provincial grouping, interim cabinet, constitutional framing right. Pakistan, it was not accepted. Acceptance of Pakistan was not there. Cabinet mission plan in 1946. Okay. Which party was founded by Subhash Chandra Bose in the 1939 after he broke away from Congress? Forward bloc. Simple. Okay. Forward bloc. Cabinet mission is very high a topic. You have to read about detail of the cabinet mission plan. Okay. केमती रेसिडुअरी पावर प्रोविंस मन को दिया प्रोविंशियल ग्रुपिंग होता. Okay, it rejected demand of partition. Okay, all these things you have to read because this is very important topic. Okay. Then 89 we read that forward bloc was formed after in the year 1939 after he broke away from Congress. INA was the brainchild of 90. See, INA was the brainchild of Gyani Pritam Singh and the Major Iwachi Fujiwara. Okay. Azad Hind Fauj were established in 1943. Okay. INA or Azad Hind Fauj were established in 1943. Then the organization was inspired by the concept of Subhash Chandra Bose, the founder of Azad Hind Fauj. Subhash Chandra Bose founded the Azad Hind Fauj. But these two people are involved in the formation of Azad Hind Fauj. Okay. Next, where was Azad Hind Fauj set up in 1943? Okay, it was in Singapore. Okay, it was in Singapore. Okay. Who among the following had headed the group of advocates to argue the case on behalf of INA trial? Okay, INA trial, Bhullabhai Desai. Okay, in INA trial in 1945, that is famous Red Fort trial. Okay. 93. The formula of transfer of sovereignty to India 1947 is known as simple, Mountbatten plan. Okay. Who was the last Governor General of Independent India? C. Rajagopalachari. You all know, we have already discussed. The Indian National Congress in 1947 agrees in 1947 to partition in the country mainly because they wanted to avoid large scale communal riot. The simple fact. Okay. Then next question: the president of Indian National Congress at the time of partition India was J.B. Kripalini, was the president of INC. Okay. 26 January 1950 had chosen for the enforcement of the constitution because Congress had celebrated 26 January 1930 as the first Independence Day. We all know, does discuss courage already. Where did Tegba movement occur? Tegba movement was occurred in 1946. It was in Bengal because of the farmer struggle. The farmer struggle to reduce the rate of rent to 1/3 as per the recommendation of the Flood Commission. Okay. The rent reduce करिया पे struggle थेला in Bengal. Okay. Tegba movement. Then next, it was led by All India Kisan Sabha. Okay. Okay. Then next, match the following: Sarojini Naidu, Indian National Congress. Then Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Muslim League. Tej Bahadur Saha, Liberal Party. B.D. Savarkar, Hindu Mahasabha. Okay, answer is here. Who was the following? Who was the author of the book The Problem of the East? The Problem of the East, factual question. Lord Curzon. Okay, the man behind the partition of the Bengal. Okay, so thank you very much.